Hello there, welcome back to this fantastic beginner's golf course on the golf course, no pun intended. Anyway, this lesson is about getting your swing set, no pun intended there either, ha, ha. Okay, begin by standing with your knees and hips marginally bent. Remain with your feet about hip width separated, with your weight uniformly distributed between the focuses of your feet, not your toes or impact points. Twist your knees somewhat and lean forward at your hips so that your club's end is arriving at the ground where you'll be hitting the ball. When contemplating the correct method to stand, envision how a bowler remains before taking the ball back to toss it, with their weight even between the 2 feet, and somewhat bowed forward at the hips. The non-predominant side of your body ought to confront your objective, also known as the hole. For instance, for right-handed players, you will bring the club up toward your right and afterward swinging down and to left, hitting the ball to your left. Bring your club back and parallel to the ground first. While lifting the club, the order from out to in ought to go club head, hands, arms, shoulders, hips. Your predominant arm should remain nearby to your side, and as you pass your prevailing sided leg with your hands, your weight should begin moving to that leg. When the club is parallel to the ground, it ought to be placed so the toe, or adjusted edge, is up toward the sky. Bring the club up at a 90-degree edge. Keep moving your weight to your prevailing side, and crease your elbows to pivot the club straight up, 90 degrees from your arms, which are about parallel to the ground. You should feel your shoulders in an upward pivot, and more weight on your predominant hip. At this point, the toe of your club ought to look back toward the contrary side of the course you're swinging. Turn your shoulders to bring the club as far as possible up. Turn your shoulders so that your non-prevailing shoulder is legitimately beneath your jawline, and you're extending that side's horizontal muscle. This will move your club up and over your head very nearly 180 degrees, with the club's weight in your grasp and arms and the club head pointing down toward the ground. Picture your hands being at a 1 o'clock position, that is the way high they ought to be starting from the earliest stage. Your prevailing hip and lower leg, just as your shoulders, should feel prepared to spring descending toward the ball. Okay, let's go into some detail on further tips you could to improve your golf swing. The overall game of golf is truly a person sport. The basics are the same for all, however, due to the variations in people's body types no two people will ever have similar golf swing. Making the effort to formulate your own personal way of golfing will greatly improve your enjoyment and success in the game. Practicing the basic fundamentals from the game until they are ingrained in your muscles will cause confidence about the course, and therefore confidence will lead to success and enjoyment from the game. Just about the most basic steps to improve your golf swing is to position your head correctly. The position of the head should be straight in line with your spine, plus your nose ought to be raised up a little bit to ensure when you start to swing, your left shoulder fits beneath your chin. When you approach the ball, assume the right stance with the feet and knees in position but make your head and back straight. Bend forward slightly at the waist and search straight with the ball. When you try to take a swing with this position, your left shoulder will probably hit your chin. Whilst keeping your eyes on the ball, raise your head slowly until your left shoulder fails to hit your chin. Be sure that your head will not move back and forth by keeping your eyes fixed on your ball. Slowly glance at the backswing and downswing portions of your golf swing. Tend not to hit the ball and perform follow-through. Practice this part of your golf swing centering on keeping the head straight and eyes on your ball. Practice this exercise with your backyard for around 25 times consecutively, after which have a break and relax a bit, then start again. Make minor corrections to your body and head position when needed to help keep your eyes straight on your ball plus your left shoulder from hitting your chin. This exercise will train your system, and your muscles will remember the right position you should be in to perform movement correctly. Consider any sports athlete. They train to place their health inside the correct position and stance to correctly execute the movements necessary to reach your goals with their particular sport. You are doing the same thing by training your body to help keep your head straight and position itself to be able to successfully execute a proper golf swing. Another basic step that will work greatly towards enhancing your golf swing is always to relax. I know it is actually easier said than done, especially when you find yourself getting ready to place all your power into drive with the audience of either your coworkers, or better still your buddies who cannot permit you to forget it in the event you mess up. Relaxing your muscles will enable you to maintain the proper balance, which is vital that you an excellent golf swing, however. Irrespective of the golf clubs you use, your balance is the primary first step toward your golf swing, and the way to achieve good balance is to practice. The best way to practice improving your balance is usually to assume the upright position with your club, relax the body and attempt holding it there for about 30 seconds. Will it feel like you have excess weight on one foot or maybe the other? Is a part of the body more tense than another? Keeping the head straight and looking after good balance are merely two basic parts of an incredible golf swing. The exercises discussed in this lesson are just two ways that you could start training now to improve your golf swing. You may focus on either one separately, or combine them together into one exercise. Improving your golf swing begins and ends with you. Training the muscles of the body to correctly perform specific movements takes time as well as practice. The time and effort spent enhancing your golf swing pays off around the course. Through practice and physical activity, it will be easy to slip into the proper position and perform an effortless, powerful golf swing and feel like an expert before you know it. That concludes this lesson on setting your swing. See you in the next lesson, where we will discuss the crucial aspects of how to hit the ball.